Back with Why We Love Football, it's Poc, it's Luca, and we've got another edition of Touchdown or Flag. We're talking NFL with the season right around the corner. Got some interesting takes over here, and you're going to have to tell me if you're throwing up the 6 points or if you're throwing the yellow penalty marker. Let's start off with running backs. If you're a fantasy football player, you'll want to pay attention to these two names. Will Bijan Robinson have more rushing yards than Jahmyr Gibbs at the end of the season? Are you giving it a touchdown or a flag?
I think I'm giving it a flag. It's so tough because I think if the quarterback situation in Atlanta felt a little sturdier, and I know you're a Miami Dolphins guy, Tua might be under center week 1, and then there's Michael Penix, but we're talking about a new offensive coordinator. Look, both these guys just got paid. I believe in the Lions' offensive line a little more, and the workload that Jahmyr Gibbs will get a little more than Bijan. And I know Bijan just led the league in yards from scrimmage, and he was exceptional for Atlanta last year, but I think the ceiling is probably higher for Jahmyr Gibbs because of the offense that he plays and because of the skill position players around him that will ultimately help him, as opposed to Bijan just being the focal point. And I know Drake London and Kyle Pitts are very good, but I think the quarterback and offensive line is the difference. Do you feel the same? Or are you throwing a touchdown or a flag?
I want to throw a flag.
Okay.
In my true heart of hearts, I want to throw a flag, but I think this is a touchdown. All signs point to Jahmyr Gibbs just going nuclear this year.
Yes.
David Montgomery's out the door. They're moving Penei Sewell to left tackle. You're bringing a new center in Cade Mays. Like, the Lions' offense is just this machine that continues to churn out monster numbers year after year. Mm-hmm. And Bijan is equally in that same breath. But you look at Atlanta, they've constantly, no team has gotten less out of more than the Atlanta Falcons in recent years.
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa's coming in, polarizing player, had some success in Miami. And maybe Atlanta's a good landing spot for him. Warm weather, dome. Everyone in his division is warm weather. Play a lot of indoor games in the NFC.
He's had some good moments in that stadium.
He has. Won a national championship in there. But it's hard for me to trust him right now with where he is in his career. Who knows? It's a 1-year prove-it deal on the veteran minimum. I like the move, especially when you have an injury-prone guy in Michael Penix. But there is just a huge question mark right now for me surrounding the most important position on the football field for the Atlanta Falcons. And until that is shored up, I'm picking Jahmyr Gibbs over Bijan Robinson to have more rushing yards.
Can't argue with you there.
All right. Number 2, let's talk some quarterbacks.
Okay.
Josh Allen is under more pressure than Lamar Jackson this season. Touchdown or flag, 2 of the best quarterbacks, 2 of the reigning MVPs. But both guys have not been able to shake this label of not being able to get it done when it truly, truly counts in the playoffs.
I think I'm going to throw a flag on this. I honestly think Lamar is under a little more pressure just because of the fact that it seems like year in and year out, we know what Josh Allen is. He carries that offense in its entirety. Yes, they added DJ Moore and are trying to get him a little more help. But we know that when push comes to shove, it's Josh Allen. And even in that game against the Broncos, yes, they turned the ball over 4 times. He had them in a position to win that game still, and he played magnificently. Where Lamar's shortcomings in the playoffs, it never has felt like, outside of probably that Bills game where Mark Andrews drops the 2-point conversion, it's never felt like he has had a signature playoff win, a signature playoff moment. And the Ravens have gotten the 1 seed. This is a team that is consistently top 10 offense in the league. They make it look very easy in the regular season. So to see the discrepancy between how they look in the regular season and how they look in the playoffs makes me feel like the 2-time MVP has more pressure on him, especially given John Harbaugh's out the door. New offensive coordinator now that should make things a little more exciting. You sign Zay Flowers. You still have Derrick Henry. I think there's more pressure on him.
I think I tend to agree with you in that one. And to me, a lot of it boils down to Derrick Henry because Lamar Jackson has been gifted with this generational running back that is so good. But He's only getting older.
Yep.
He seems to be bulletproof, but you never know. He's in his 30s now, and he's been so good and so important for that offense. And I almost feel like there's more of an urgency to win right now for the Ravens.
I agree.
Whereas, Buffalo just had the leading rusher in the NFL in James Cook, and he's a little bit younger. We'll see. Both guys are under a tremendous amount of pressure. I think that's the easy way of answering this question. It will be very interesting to see how the two stars navigate having a new head coach as they enter, what is this, year 9 for them now, which is just crazy.
It's crazy. Clock's ticking.
Clock's ticking. Joe Burrow's another guy I want to talk about.
Okay.
Will he lead all quarterbacks in passing yards? That's the statement. Is it a touchdown or a flag? He's done it before. When he's healthy, the Bengals offense cannot be stopped, but it has been a huge if in recent years.
I'm pretty sure he's healthy like every 2 years. It's like the 2-year trend with him.
So he's due this year.
So he's due. I'm still going to throw a flag on it, though, and I think the reason why is that health, where I struggle to see him playing a full season because injuries have impacted him, and it's not his fault. Injuries happen, but injuries seem to have plagued his career so far, I think, where we look at him in the QB hierarchy of the league and he's automatically in a lot of people's top 5s. And I get that from a talent perspective and what he has done, but I also think that availability is the best ability. And if you are not available, that's another year where the Bengals have these playoff and Super Bowl aspirations that are shot because he's not playing. And so I'm banking on, I think, the rest of the league, because give me the field, and I think that there are a lot of great passers in this league that can put up some pretty incredible numbers, but it's more, I guess, a bet of he probably will miss some time based on the track record that we have come to know from him. I hope he doesn't, because when he's playing and him and Jamar and T are on the same page, it's incredible to watch. It's fireworks every single week, and it has the capability to lead the league in passing yards, but I'll take the field on this one.
I'm going to go even more specific than just taking the field. I'm going to take one of his classmates and his draft classmate.
Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert.
I knew you were going there.
Joe Burrow's done it, 2020 draft class. Tua's done it, 2020 draft class. It's Justin Herbert's time this year. I think new offense with Mike McDaniel. We know what he can do for a quarterback, and he's never worked with a quarterback with arm talent like Justin Herbert before, so I'm really excited to see that offense. I think if he plays the full 17 games, which he has done consistently year after year, I think he's due for a big, big season.
Could win MVP.
Could win MVP. There it is. Touchdown or flag, NFL edition.